What's good, family, and welcome back to the world of Prince. And today I'm giving my take on my playthrough of the new Battle Royale game, Naraka Bladepoint. So, Naraka Bladepoint is basically 60 players in a fantasy action Battle Royale with a focus on melee combat. It's a new Battle Royale, but like, with swords and shit. Kind of like Crossing Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Game kind of came out of nowhere from these Chinese developers, 24 Entertainment. I never heard of them before this, but they're definitely on my radar now. My impressions of the beta, because this is just the beta, so I can't give too much because it was the beta, it's not the final product. But my impressions of the beta is actually pretty high. I didn't expect to enjoy this game as much as I did. Before I knew it, I put about 2 hours of the game, into the game. So this game has you jumping around a lot. You do a lot of traversal. You can basically climb on, I would say, every object. Almost everything that I saw, I was able to climb on. And the grapple just really makes traversing, just really fun. The one negative that I will say I found about the game is that I just feel that it's a little big. It was extremely hard for me to find people. Mostly the way I was locating people was by using the map. If somebody fires, it like gives an alert in your, kind of like Call of Duty of where the shot is coming from. So that's how I found people. But other than that, it was like I was exploring this huge world where it was like not anyone to fight really. The one more bad, not bad, but one thing I think that can use improvement is their sound effects. It's just you couldn't really hear footsteps that clearly. Sound effects weren't as distinct as I would like them to be, for a game that's Battle Royale where all that is extremely important. Like, my opinion of my initial impressions was that the sound could use some work. Other than that, everything else is fine. I like the effects. The animations in this game are great. It's like so many animations that you don't even see them all. It's like you're always seeing a new animation, so it makes the game look very fluid, which is really cool. It makes it look, high quality. Adds to that budget factor of it all. It looks really good. All the particle effects look clean. It doesn't look like something somebody just put together. It looks like a professional studio. So those are like really my first initial impressions that it gave me, is that it's a studio who knows what they're doing. They're good at animations. Their sound could use some work. But they overall have a fun Battle Royale that I am excited to play more of. I think this game overall has a good package, and it's very enticing, especially for players who like to try new and different games. It's very experimental. It has a very experimental side to it, and I like that the developers are trying something new that I haven't really seen before in the Battle Royale. So they basically put a twist on the Battle Royale genre, again with a focus on melee combat. To be honest, I fully didn't get how to fight and how to win until like the last day of beta. So they basically do it on like a rock, paper, scissors type of philosophy. So regular attacks cannot be blocked, and they got charge attacks, which go through regular attacks. And then they have counter attacks. When timed properly, they can deflect charge attacks and they can disarm the enemy. But they are beat by regular attacks. And then lastly, the last hit of any combo attack, because every like sword they have like combo attacks. So the end of every combo attack is a counterable charge. So it's like it'll do like a sword hit up, down, and it'll do a charge like circle. So that charge is counterable. So that's basically how they do their gameplay system. Which, unbeknownst to me, I was just goddamn mashing attack. But towards the end, I understood like you can counter, and like people were killing me with like one hit. So yeah, I think their battle system is like extremely deep. They also have something called soul jades, and it's basically like buffs you can pick up. So when you loot, you can like find buffs, like some increase your health, some you do scatter shots with arrows. It's like it's a really interesting buff tool that I think is a cool tool. It's called soul jades. It's basically like buffs. So you pick them up like where you're looting, getting items, swords or whatever, what have you. You can pick up soul jades, and I think it's just a really cool addition to the whole, the whole battle system. It just makes it really deep. Their combo system was enjoyable. Like you can find rifles, you can find like arrows. It's cool. It's interesting because you can switch between them, and the traversal system is cool. You can find like grappling hooks, and you can grapple towards the enemy, or you can grapple towards a building It's like very cool. It's a high mobility game. You can even get into trees. You can grab onto like hook trees and get into it. I thought I was like, damn, that's raw as hell. They also have a very rich customization system. Like you can customize how your player looks to a damn T. You can make them look as however you want them to look. I gave him like a little ponytail for mine, but you know, it's very deep. I didn't want to spend too much time on that because I was like, damn, I can spend hours in here, but I wanted to get to the gameplay, so I didn't do too much. But you can change how their jaws position, their lips, eyebrows, color, like literally a lot. Like some characters made it, some of their characters are look like somebody off Avatar. I honestly don't know who they are because I'm not too familiar with Avatar, but I'll put a picture up here. But yeah, somebody made their character look like Yoda. It's just like, you know, it's super unique and very deep, the customization system. But in addition to how much you can customize them, they also have 6 playable heroes that you can choose from, with 2 being added. So basically, on the game release in the summertime, they're gonna basically have 8 playable characters, like different characters that have different abilities that you can choose from at launch. They all seem pretty unique and different, but I chose the Tempest. He like got like wind powers. He can like throw a wind bubble at you and you'll start floating and stuff. I chose him. At least I think that's what his name is. I think it's Tempest. I played him most of the time. He was just really fun. I just like the moveset. It just clicked with me. So as far as the graphics and level design, I'm currently running this game on my tough gaming laptop. It's an AMD Ryzen 3550H with a Radeon Vega mobile graphics running at 2.1 gigahertz. So that's what I'm running it on. I wouldn't say it looks amazing, like groundbreaking, but I think if it comes to like consoles, I think they can smooth it out and make it look a little bit better. I think, you know, again, this was the beta, but I mean, I thought it looked pretty good. I mean, it was fine. I think it left a little bit to be desired. Like I feel like it can have a little bit more peaks and valleys, and it was a little bit rough. Again, I was running it on a lower, you know, graphics card, so I was at a disadvantage. But I mean, I pulled up footage here from, you know, some credible sources that, you know, it still looks, you know, not that much better. Or what I'm saying is that overall, it was meant to me. The level design left a little bit to be desired for me personally. But overall, I thought it was fine. You know, I thought it overall looked good. Again, the customizations were deep. You know, especially when you get on that screen, you know, you can definitely tell the deep level of detail that goes into it. But overall, I thought it was pretty good. I think it's gonna do really well on console. I can't really give this game a proper review because this is only the beta, but I will say that this is a new game that's on my radar and it looks very promising. A very promising game. The beta, it hit 120,000 concurrent players on Steam, which is insane. And you know, it's upcoming this summer, so it had basically a really good beta, and it left a good impression on me. I'm going to be covering, you know, this game when it comes out. So if you want to know more about it, I'm gonna be putting tips and tricks up, you know, some gameplay. I'm gonna be doing my Twitch, you know, streaming it when it comes out on PlayStation or on PC. I'm not sure. Probably on PS5 if I can, because that'll be just the most comfortable for me. My final verdict is, I would say it again, this is promising. This is a cool looking Battle Royale. Battle Royales have, you know, exploded in the last couple of years, and this looks like to be a good addition to it. Guys, please hit that subscribe button and like this video, as it really helps out my channel so I can keep more videos coming at you guys. This has been Prince, and I'm out.